Hello everyone. So this is the current event final presentation. So I'm going to read out my article. So my article is New Gender Dynamics in Post-Reform China, Family, Education and Labor Market. So in this article, we are going to discuss about the new gender dynamics in post-reform China. This phenomenon has echoes the fundamental social changes in Chinese society. Excuse me, in Chinese society. To be more specific, our discussion will stick around several subjects, including the separation and interactions between career and motherhood, occurring throughout China's transition from a socialist economy to a market society. We will also discuss about married women well-being, women's decisions making regarding fertility, genders, household chores, female college students transition from college to job market, and rural migrant women as domestic work in the city. So that's the introductions. Now I will move up to overview of the article. So due to the increasing of separations and interactions between the career and motherhood and the formations of liberalism gender ideology um, in the post-reformer China, there's a new there's appear a new dynamic of Chinese women work and family life. So in many Chinese families, gender norms still can affect women's aspirations regarding to domestic affairs, subjective well-being, from family formations, and educational and occupational achievements. Women careers achievements can can affect their subjective well-being and their marital power within their right family, would let them to have the right to stop childbearing when they don't want more children. The, the next thing that I want to mention, the article mentions about, is private families of middle-class women can be workplaces for women from lower classes. Interestingly, without the help of lower class women as the position of domestic helper, the middle class woman may have to face more conflicts between their career and motherhood, which affect negatively to their career and their power within their marriage and family. Um, another another interesting fact is about this is that nannies, the domestic helpers, have a huge effect on babies of middle class women. So I will move up to the review of the course materials that I believe best connect with this article. Okay, so um, in the article, the main subject is the changes between the two stereotypes between motherhood and career had led to a new dynamic of Chinese women work and family life. And so this subject have a close relations to several concepts appear in chapter 2 and chapter 3, which are um, cultural feminism, liberal feminism, ecofeminism, real valorism, power feminism, and psychological theories of gender development, which is cognitive development theory. So in chapter number 2, um, we will meet the psycho theory of gender development were very useful in explaining the fact that parents' work and their gender socialization can shape the gender housework. So, according to cognitive development theory, children will follow model of identity that they want to have. So, in this case, they will choose to follow their parents and the work that they do. And also the gender identity. So, like when for example, if a family with a father is a chef and and a mother is an accountant, so their children will, like, they have one boy and one girl, two children, and maybe, and according to this article in chapter 2 of cognitive development theory, like the boy would think about that cooking is the job for men, and they want to be they want to be chef or cook. And so, and that's also happened to girls, to the female, to the daughter. Like she will think that the work that her mothers do is calculating the numbers, and she thinks that the work that is the work for girls, and then she tend to be good at math and to be able to do the job like her mother. Okay, so the next thing is, with the fact that gender norms can affect women aspirations, we can use cultural feminism, real valorism, and ecofeminism concept to explain this. So, according to cultural feminism and real valorism and ecofeminism, women and men, which is women in this case, are expected to fulfill the traditional role for their gender, which likely to connect to the traditional norms that affect women aspirations. Like when in China, like when a woman marries to a man, the woman will have to follow the man to the man families and serve to serve that man family. That's what the one of the traditional role of women in China. So, and in China, women are expected to take care of their children and be successful in the career too. Like they got a really old style traditional role about women and men too. But women have a uh, harder times with living the Chinese perceptions about women. So, and the final thing that happens that I want to talk about in this article, so is that we can apply the power feminism and liberal feminism um, concept to explain the fact that women career achievements can affect their subjective well-being and their marital power within their private family. So, according to power feminism and liberal feminism concept, like I would divide it into, so liberal liberal feminism is like about talk about is consider men and women, they are not they are have many they have more similarities than differences, and they can have base they have the same basic civil rights. And the power feminism is mean that women have enough power to assert themselves to the society, which is the only factor that hold them back. Oh no, sorry. It means like women have the power to release themselves, and the only thing that hold them back is the belief that they are the victim. Okay, so um, so after doing this kind of current event paper, I have learned, like I have seen those things in my daily lives, and um but I have never make it into words, but after reading the words and I reading this phenomenon, and I found that like we can the things that we read in book happening in our daily lives without and but we didn't notice it for a long time. Okay, so thank you for your watching.